Greg, trying to understand what you mean here. Sure, you don't mean what you really mean towards the end here. Sure you're confused a bit. So you said that Adam was created 2,000 years after the 6,000 year day creation. Gentile races, the chosen people today, have the largest farms and equipment that is at the highest possible technology in the world. Well, sir, some of what you say sounds a little white supremacist. But let's look at the other part. Adam was created 2,000 years after the 6,000 year day creation. So I'm guessing what you're doing is you're saying, because in Peter it says that a day unto the Lord is like 1,000 years to man. Let me remind you, it says like, not is. So to take that in a literal and then apply that to the 6 days of creation in Genesis, and then have your 6,000 years, and then Adam created 2,000 years later, which you're extrapolating to 2,000 years, because if you took that 1,000 as a day, it says that your God rested on the seventh day. That's 1,000 years. And then he looked upon the earth and saw that there was no rain, there were no herbs in the field. And so he called the great mist to come up, and then that he created the garden, and then boom, he made Adam. Well, sir, then if that's the case, you're saying that took God another 1,000 years to make a garden, and that Adam was created in the 2,000 year. But it still doesn't add up as far as the genealogy when you look at who begat and who begat. Now, you're also missing something, because you're missing how it says that on the actual sixth day is when he created man. So that would have meant that there was 5,000 years, and then boom, he created man in the 1,000 year span. But you're saying that Adam came 2,000 years after the 6th day. So what happened to all those people, that was around? Is that who Cain went off and married, those people he made? And then Cain built the whole city, with the people that he had already made on the 6th day, which would have been 2,000 years prior to your time frame of creation of Adam. And then you say that God's chosen people are the biggest farmers. Well, I went and looked that up. The biggest farmers in the world, the first two are from China. The remaining of the top 10, the last 8 are Australian. So you're saying that those people are the chosen people because they're running the biggest farms. Now, did you just mean that in America, or did you mean that in certain countries? But it sounds like you're trying to say that he who has the biggest farm is the chosen people of God, which makes absolutely no sense unless you're trying to make it white American-ish, which sounds a little white supremacist. So you may want to think about that, Greg. You might get some study.